Tell me about your time here at Turner School. What year were you here?
I came in 1954-55, and it was just an excellent experience. My first teacher was Miss Gibson in kindergarten, and in kindergarten back then we came with our little rugs because we took naps during the day, and we got snacks and everything. The principal's office was right around the corner. His name was Mr. Wynn, W-I-N-N, and something unique for me and my sister and I, our mother worked here. Mm-hmm. She was Mr. Wynn's secretary. Her name was Susie Lemmy Ward. So it was odd for us to have our mother here because, you know, she always kept up with what was going on and our teachers and stuff. But it was great. We had great food in the cafeteria downstairs, hot meals, fun with Jim. We played, the playground is now the parking lot. Mm-hmm. And so we had kickball and volleyball and all kind of games.
It was great. Mr. Williams.
Yeah, Mr. Williams was a gym teacher.
He was great.
Yes. Yeah. And it was fantastic being able to walk to school and then home again.
Nothing but love with the people that worked here, that cooked in the kitchen. They were residents of Mitchell Park. Right. Only people that we had to get familiar with that we did not know was most of the teachers. Oh, some of the teachers we knew. Miss Bailey and Captain Bailey and Mrs. Bass, who was the teacher at Booker T. Washington School, lived up the street from me.
I remember Mrs. Janetta Haley was a musical
teacher by the name of Mrs. King. She taught me the ABCs and concept of good behavior because she promoted positive good behavior by allowing me to be a leader in the classroom.
We had a gas station, so these were things that were in our neighborhood, and that made a difference. So we all came together and educated each one. So it was a village, and that was the beauty of Turner School.
Like I was saying earlier, the teachers were not informed. I think it just came down as a crashing blow. Yes. That we were here being educated. I do remember my first second grade teacher. You didn't leave out of there if you couldn't read.
I started before this building was finished. I was in the little wooden building on the side, where they're sitting outside with the tents and things. Yeah. That's where our school was before we came into this building.
Wow!
And we had.
We know that the teachers did the best that they could with the literature and with what was accessible to them, but I for one can witness that when we I finished here in '59 and went to middle school at Nifert when we were allowed to go to Nifert. Kirkwood was a track school.
In Kirkwood High, it's always seems to be one that stands out that makes sure you're getting a fair shake, and that was Mrs. Ford. She made sure that the students had their work. If they didn't understand something, she took the time after school to assist you. So she was very key at Kirkwood High. Miss Swartz at Nifert, Miss Ford at Kirkwood High. So there were teachers that had a passion to help.
When I got to Nifert in the 7th grade, the instructor, the teacher mentioned the word extra credit. I had never heard that word here. I had no idea what extra credit mean that I could work to build my grade up. It was the terminology was just absolutely different. And just, words spoken that I had never heard of.
Vocabulary.
Vocabulary were just, I think we'd all say the communication, the teachers, the instructors, they had no idea. Nobody told us we were going up to that white school. We didn't know it until, we did have an old raggedy TV, and, you heard about the Brown versus Brown, and then not long after that, we were told that we were going, the school will be closing and we would have to go.
Yes. I liked not being segregated. I liked the like, you know what I mean?
You like to be going to the integrated
Yeah,
school?
I like going to the integrated school, especially because they had things that we didn't have here. And we got introduced to, you know,
That was a plus.
better, you know, and that's the part that I think was an improvement,
Okay.
as opposed to, I'm glad that they integrated rather than it stayed segregated.
I think we all agree with that.
Yeah.
But the thing is, you didn't want to bring in others to join us. You know, if it had went to certain grade here for everybody, and then we all went to Knifer or went to whatever, say if it was Westchester. But the thing is, you didn't bring any of them in here to go to school with us here.
Because they closed the
Do you
school.
understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I thought it was horrible. I thought it was horrible for them to close Turner School. I went to the board meetings, I pleaded at the board level, I pleaded in the community, and I too assisted my mom in preparation to do it. However, the decision was made against all odds. The answer was, if we closed the school and now we're selling it, it's goodbye.
We've been through the storm and rain. Miss Haley, we made it. Life for us hasn't been an easy game. We made it. But Jesus never failed us. We made it. We made it. With the help of God. Jesus, you did your part. Yes, Miss Haley, we made it. Thank you, Jesus.
I thought she was going to sing Turner School song.
I did too.
We had our own song.
J. Milton Turner School is on the National Register of Historic Places. Memories were made at Turner School, yet its history is a reminder that America must engage in conversation about racism, segregation, and integration. Without dialogue, the history of division continues. It is a conversation that lives on in the minds and hearts of those who attended J. Milton Turner School.